What's up, guys? Predator here. Today we're gonna play 3 tables of 1-2 and 1 of 2-5. So if you'll get more action on 2-5, we'll close one table of 1-2 and open another one of 2-5. But so far the pool is pretty small, so no reason to open 2 tables to wait. So I'd rather be playing 1 table more of 1-2. Mixing here. We can check, we can bet small. And now we can bet for value. Table 1. Not sure what he's representing. Would he have called King Queen? I have Queen Queen. Which 8x does he have? Very strange line. But we cannot call, unfortunately. Even I do have the best hand a lot of times. He will barrel aggressively, so I'd rather fall straight to the forward. If there was no paired board, I would have check raised his hand, but against an unknown, I'd rather not get too fancy with the bluffs. Here we can forward, we can call. I just forward this time. Insta call. Okay. Here on this board I bet big or check. I mix this, so we're gonna start betting small and hope he does bet here. And now we're just gonna give up here. Yeah, definitely a fish from his line, so yeah, giving up. And here overbetting, and here calling. Strange that I mean, he shouldn't just see bet the range, but he definitely should bet most of the time. So against this size, we're gonna call, and now this we are just gonna jam. even if it's very weak. I would have bluffed the river if I wouldn't have improved to a 6. I mean, this is very, very weak. And this overbet doesn't make that much sense, but we are not folding yet. Especially with this position, so he's cut off, so it's not like he has only over pairs. Okay. And folding here. Let me just review this hand. Where's this? Yes. So I expected him to pretty much always c-bet with 2 overs. So when the king hits, I don't put him on many kings. And here, let me think about it. No reason to bet here. Not sure what to do. Still block bet against the 10 actually. Yeah. And calling against that size. So here actually check call is, I don't like that much actually. It's pretty weak, so I'd rather have check raise, but check raise is also very ambitious, so very, very aggressive. And I don't know. So against check raise, we are blocking his draws, but we are calling once. Against that small raise and against this min raise, of course, we're gonna call. And against half pots, pretty much a 10 for blocking his main bluffs, especially when the board pairs don't see a reason to continue here. And against the whale, we are gonna call again and getting there. Ugh. Okay, nice hand, my friend. Didn't expect to see the nuts, but that's okay. What happened here? Okay. So now the card I wanted to see. He flowed a lot of ace highs and flush draws and pairs, of course. And we cannot continue even again that size. Unfortunate turn. Against a block, we can raise, we can check. I'd rather call and bluff the river when he checks, or just value betting when getting there. And against big, we're just jamming. We will bluff a lot of 10x, 6x, missed flush draws or missed draws. Okay. So apparently we have a jam and we have to fold. We're gonna check again here, trying to get to showdown. And against a very tight player with that stakes, with even against that size, don't think he'll bluff anything and well bet anything worth. So just folding here exploitatively. Here we can block, and that's too small, misclick, and here we can fold. Interesting line. I mean size. When the board pairs, he should check a lot. Blocking his main bluffs, but we're not folding it. He can still bet a flush draw. He's not supposed to always check. But mainly give up on the river withdraws. So if he did check raise the queen, he's supposed to check almost all of the times. And we have no reason to bet again. We're not getting called by wars. And here we can bet, we can check. We are gonna check because we are perceived as having a lot of draws and bluffs when betting. and don't want to just bet and give up on the river, so rather uh, this is close with these positions. So rather check and on this card maybe bluffing. Um, but the flush completes also back to flush. But I still have ace deuce, ace five, still have some draws, even 3-4. So rather check back the turn and bluff the river when he checks again, or depending on the run out. We can bet a lot of the times with ace of heart, with ace of spades, and now checking again, having some showdown value, and with flush draw hand here, very hard to call actually. Okay, this is a good card, and now thinking on raising actually. I think here we're just gonna raise big. Actually not that big. Huh. Against a very spewy player, I don't want to get crazy, even have the best blocker. Not having invested nothing in this pot so far, I'd rather give up. Even I have very good blockers. So I'd prefer to just that I have barreled at least two streets, so at least having incentive to bluff on because the pot being big, but when the pot is so small, I'd rather give up. And here, not sure what he could bluff with this size, so we're just giving up. Bet check bet. And that size seems very weird. So which draws does he have, or what exactly is he checking back? Is he checking back a king? No, being smart is very aggressive. I don't think I can fold the NC. Yeah. Two overs and back to flush draw. Back to flush. Yes, we can definitely call flat here against the donk. And now we can block and bet big the river, depending on what he is doing on the turn. And don't think I'm a bottom of my range. I don't think he ever has a flush. Maybe with some middle pairs, but we have to bluff this. And this one, not sure. I'm supposed to bluff also some of the times, but we're just gonna check this time. He has also some ace highs, which we are winning against. He's very short, so I'd rather just call here exploitatively. And when he calls, I don't think we have a barrel here. It bluffed the river, actually for small, making him fold ace highs. Not, not, no reason to bet big. Oh, so actually he called ace high, okay. Yeah, but when he called for small, I don't think he would have folded when I would have bet 3/4, so yeah. Overbetting there against the fish. No reason to do this. Maybe against an overbet, he would have folded ace high, but I mean, I don't think it's a difference between 1/3 and 3/4 uh, to a fish when calling or folding ace high there. Very interesting. Very interesting. Turn. Not sure what he's doing here, but I'm not calling here anymore. He doesn't have any ace highs. And raising here, I don't think he has anything. And checking back and splitting, hopefully. Yeah. I could have tried to get him off king high, or actually king high, not sure he would have folded, but he does have with this line some jack 10, queen 10. Actually, it's not too big, the raise. Let me see what he did have here. On this board, where was this? Here, he had ace 8. Okay, I thought he might have had 5 6, ace 3, ace 5, a lot of ace highs floats and bluffed the river, so that's the reason I raised him there. Purely exploitative, because this is over bluffed this spot. So, and now what happened here? Okay, split it up. Oh, he does have flush draw. Let's hope we split. Okay. Where was this hand? What happened here? There's a bit of what happened here. I didn't pay attention, so I see that he checked. I mean he check raised. Okay, and I timed out. Okay. And here we're calling, of course. Well, I'm just gonna dunk this board, and against half pot we're calling. And looking again. And betting big now. And I blocked actually the straight. Actually, yeah, I definitely call here. And here I'm blocking. We can even overbet, but against a very tight player, we are just betting big. What the fuck does this means? He checked back the turn and jammed the river, blocking king high flush, so I'm not sure what he's representing, but we're not folding. Oh, whoa, okay. Nice hand. Nice hand. So didn't put him ever on a flush there. But good to know, actually. Good to know that he can play tricky like this. Actually, this is not a very bad check back on the turn. So I kind of like the check, but I did call because first of all I have the best blocker, I have very good blockers, and secondly you're not seeing this almost never on these stakes, so people checking back two overs and flush draw there on the turn. So that's the reason I just against an unknown, so I don't know this player, so this is the reason I called actually. Even actually it would be very hard to bluff. I really don't know what would be his bluffs, but still against an unknown, like I said, I'm playing some strategy, so at least some of the time I have to call this. And here we can float. We can bet half pot or check. Half pot, let me see. Yeah, around half pot is fine. I guess that size, I'm not thrilled, but we are calling one. And here we are gonna check back and bluff the river when he checks, even if it's not that optimal. And here bluffing the river, I mean betting big, over betting actually. No, just betting big. I mean just betting. Not sure if he would fold any pair. I block ace king ace queen, but nah, I'm not gonna bluff against yeah. Even has that as betting half again. Checking here. Ugh, I hate this when I timed out or don't have enough time. Not sure what to do on the river. Block some of his draws, so we're just gonna give up. And here against a very spear player we cannot call still. What's happening here? I mean, don't see that many bluffs, so I can call here. And calling here. Against a double barrel donk. Not sure if you are supposed to call this. with bottom pair and blocking some of his draws. Not blocking 10x or any other 10x with a flush draw or a set or whatever he does have, other flushes or flush draws. Just betting big, and I do think we are over betting this now. Pretty interesting. So triple barrels. So we split with any ace, and we lose to full house and ace king. Would he bluff this miss flush draw? Would he barrel with ace queen, ace king, ace 10, ace jack? Not sure. Pretty interesting. We're gonna call this time. Okay. He turned a king into a bluff. Oh, wow, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Didn't expect that, but I'll take it. So the king saved me actually. And against a weak player, we can play tricky and let him value bet a jack, maybe trap jack. Even I, it would be weird, but still we are raising. To get called by a weak jack. And this pretty close, king queen off, where the fold is, being also 150 BB deep. Even with backdoor flush draw, it's very hard to call there. Against this size, not sure what he's doing, but we are just gonna call. and checking back, having showdown value. Okay. He opened 4.5x with ace-3 off. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. I'm not sure what he's representing after checking back the flop. Yeah. Getting lucky on the river. So he most likely has some ace-10, ace-jack, ace-queen maybe, or some middle pair. So we're not checking back and hoping to improve on the river, and we are giving up on the river. We're not bluffing anymore. Not sure. Yeah, I guess double bet. We are not calling and giving up. Wow, 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 wow. He's jamming. It's very tight. Very, very tight. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's not looking great at all. I mean, he's supposed to have some ace king. But he's very, very tight. Can I fold this? I'm really not sure. But with this position, I mean, it's very hard, so yeah, we're gonna call. We're not traded, but we're gonna call. Yeah, very much afraid of this. Very much afraid of this. That is having aces and kings a lot of the times there. Not sure if it's a reg or recreational, but still very tight, so we're gonna mark him as very tight. So we're gonna sit out at next big on the next big blind. I had a pretty decent start, but then losing a lot of tough spots on a lot of tough spots. I had the hand with King Jack against a runner flush. We had these queens against kings, and we had a couple of small and medium pots. He's checking back, calling my overbet. Really not sure if he would fold a queen or a 10. Very interesting. I mean, you could have all sorts of hands against an unknown. It's very hard to bluff this pot. Because they're most of the time stationing down any pair. We are... Whoa, 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 we even won that one. I didn't expect that. I wanted to say that we are very much perceived as a bluff heavy on this spot after checking the flop. Even I am supposed to check the flop a lot of the times. But still, like I said, against an unknown, I'd rather give up blocking his main bluffs. Ace queen, ace jack. I mean ace jack actually. Ace queen would have been a pair, top kicker. So I had ace jack, yeah, exactly ace jack. So didn't see any other bluff, any other draw than that is giving up, or I don't know. Ace jack would have been, or king jack, but I'm blocking both of them. I'm blocking even hard, so very bad blockers here to bluff. But good that he gave up with ace jack actually. Good that he gave up. So this was all for today. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and see you in the next video.